Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, it's the afternoon. It's 14:34. We're going to have an afternoon coffee. We'll have a little chat. It's really like we're in the shadows. We're not putting the lights on. It's a little bit dark in here. The washing machine's on. We're going to use the Tarot of Sexual Magic and the Lover's Oracle, and we're going to have a chat and see what the cards want to say through me. Okay. Little afternoon break. A cup of coffee together. A coffee break. Let me just rub my hand cream in properly. Let's do my housework. Have a little break. I don't know if these are up the right way. Yes, they are. What do you want to talk about? I've got the Strength card here. Why do you want to talk? Well, you've got my attention, most definitely. Okay. And you want my intention. That's cool. I can give you that. Just put down these fluffy bits of hair. Pat you down. It's okay. It's okay. Look, let me just, tidy you up, straighten you out. It's the Strength card here. So I feel it's actually the masculine energy here as I was going to say a ball, but what wanted to come out was a ball. Is he so boring? Oh, he thinks he's so boring. The Divine Masculine. There's a feminine there taming him. Like she's literally on his back. It reminds me of one of those rodeo kind of rides you would go on, that you've got to kind of stay on. A bit of a roller coaster. Let's have a look at what the Lover's Oracle wants to say. The Lover Oracle. Yeah, it's twin flames. Your passion ignites. Okay. So. Now what? I need to do my nails. Okay. Is that what we need to do? Our nails. Oh, jeez. Let's have a look at the other side. That's like saying that you need to wash your hair. I can't come out and play. I'm too boring for that. I'm too boring for all this twin flame nonsense. I've got other things to do. There's a Divine Feminine saying, hold your horses. Hold your horses for a minute. Right, let's have a look at this other side. Oh. Just romance, Romeo, Juliet. It's a Five of Pentacles, so I feel like the masculine really is. It's twin flames, your passion ignites, and he wants to run away from it. There you go. You can see, it's like, okay, escape plan, escape plan. But then on this side here, it's the Five of Pentacles, which means it's a transition. It's kind of the Divine Feminine saying, hold your horses, come here. And it's about the Divine Masculine's romance. It's very romantic. Serendipitous. Okay. So it's really kind of got the drumming now of the cycle. I felt it was more, have you not seen the signs? Hold on. Look into this before you run away. It's kind of like, look into this more. Romance here. Let's have a look at what the Lover's Oracle wants to say. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. So I want to say it is a very deep connection that you might want to run away from, most definitely. Especially the masculine energy, but it's like take it easy with Cadbury's Caramel. Okay. Friendship. It's like best friends don't run away from each other, do they? This is why it's also very confusing. So nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. There's no kind of script that you're going by. This is just about a very close bond, friendship, a love connection. Let's find out some more what the masculine's doing. Have you run away? Have you gone? Did you hold your horses for a second just to stop and listen? This is a friendship, a connection like no other. Should best friends be afraid of each other? Okay, so we've got the King of Cups. He's not running away in this. He's taking his place. Okay. The King of Chalices. That's accepting. That's an acceptance of this love and this position. I don't know what's underneath. It's like, don't run away from this. Okay, then we have the Knave of Chalices. He doesn't want to, but he doesn't know how to proceed. There's marriage, there's a lot of stuff going on that table. He doesn't know how to proceed. How does he take his position as a twin flame, as a divine masculine? It's 1441. And we have, well, you surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. A lot of pressure here for the masculine. Instead of running away, he needs to surrender. Surrender to the friendship. You're making my heart beat fast. Feels like I'm going to have a heart attack. Calm down. The Six of Pentacles. So there's someone else. And that's why the masculine wants to like run away from this connection, because it's like he's needed elsewhere. The Six of Pentacles, he has other things to deal with. This isn't a good energy, it's a karmic energy. And it's someone who needs assistance, and she needs observing and watching over in case she does something silly. So the masculine here is, I feel that he owes this person friendship and loyalty. And now we have this passion's been ignited between both counterparts, divine masculine, divine feminine. Divine masculine definitely wants to try and find himself, you know, an exit route. He's at the door here looking at this lady. Can he really help her? Is she maybe just best left to her own devices? I feel because there's veins near the ankle here, I can see, and it's like on this, if that's a coaster, it's a little plaque with a love heart. And this apple seems to have a cord around it. I feel there's string here, so it's as if she is threading the needle. It's like she's pulling. So the masculine's being pulled in two directions. But he has to surrender the old. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So Six of Pentacles, needing to bring in the balance in his own life. Them scowls. Okay. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. The divine masculine here, I'm talking as if, okay, let's just talk the way it's coming out. I feel the divine masculine here is really reflecting, okay, on what direction he needs to go in. He doesn't know. But he most definitely does need to give this one some space. And trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. And I felt here is that she would actually find herself. Let's carry on. The Six of Swords, this is moving on, so leaving that old life. So at times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. That's actually being with your Divine Feminine here. Now, interesting, because I'm picking up on the different colour hairs here. So who is this? I did feel maybe, first of all, that this was a negative feminine who was stopping the Divine Masculine from moving on. And that could be the case. But the Divine Feminine come through as if she was like, hey, hang on. You know, which direction are you actually running off into or running away from? Well, it does look like the intention is actually to run towards a Divine Feminine, but the block here is this other feminine. She does keep getting, I'll say it, in the way. Like, I feel directly in the way. And you have to understand that these energies are really going to show their faces now when you're close to twin flames, becoming one. And our world finding out about it. Every false negative and positive under the sun is coming out. Love conquers all. But the challenges are really going to hit you smack bang in the face now. The real blocks, the real things, people, situations that are stopping you. So let's look at the Six of Swords, moving on. It's normally you're in that boat and you're going to calmer waters, calmer shores. So it's like, okay, I felt like karma is assured here, and it's assured that you will be going to calmer shores. So things are nice and tranquil, serene. Playfulness. Not going to be a bore, are you? Okay, so maybe this one wants you to stay at home and be a bore and just look after her. Fulfill her needs. So playfulness. We're moving on. You're moving on to playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember, love is the greatest healer. Playfulness. You're wanting some, you need to add adventure into your life. Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands is about standing your ground. So you're going to have what you desire. What's the little lizard here? That's not a lizard, it's a little baby dragon. Okay. Have baby dragons together. Seven of Wands, standing your ground. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. And it's being separated from your Divine Feminine. Reflection, look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. Being apart from your Divine Feminine. It's like there's an urgency now. And it's like then everything becomes urgent. This one has needs. You're torn again. What direction do you go in? I don't even know how to claim my position. And it's like I don't even really know what a twin flame is. And it's just a very strong, deep friendship, love connection that this world needs to experience. Okay. Ooh, Knave of Swords. Okay. So we have a very close connection, a very close couple. I mean, you have to really trust each other. You could just happily lean over and bit of a self-examination going on now. Knight of the Knave. No, he'd be the Page. Page of Swords, surveying. Let's see what the Lover's Oracle wants to say. Playfulness. Oh, this was on the other side, I believe. Yes, it was. Okay. Embrace, through each other you find the missing pieces. What we're shouting out was nurture the bonds. The bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. And best friends trust each other, don't they? Embrace, through each other you find the missing pieces. We've got 3 cards here that have come out. Anyone fancy a nice massage? It's definitely about being in safe hands. Observant hands, healing hands, even better. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. I feel it. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe that and they will manifest physically. It's interesting because we've got twin flames and then we've got soulmates. And a soulmate, if we're looking at it like this, will be this person. Someone who was sent to teach your soul some lessons. To mate with your soul. Okay. Your biggest teachers. Okay. Soulmates can be friends. Family members. Pets. And then you have, I want to say, your twin flame, your divine soulmate, the one that you want to reside to. You excel each other to be the greatest version that you can be. So we have soulmates, and this is interesting. It says your soulmate is already with you in spirit. So there's kind of like no getting rid of this person. Believe this and they will manifest physically. That's why you can never get rid of them. Because you believe you can't ever get rid of them. That there's no other option. So your soulmate is already with you in spirit. So it's kind of, there's this fear of the separation, okay? But we're all one. We're all connected. But when you believe this, they will manifest physically. So if you feel that whether it's an ex, keeps coming back on the scene, someone that you've been trying to escape from, and they just keep turning up, is that because you keep telling yourself, oh, I bet there's going to be something else. I bet they're going to do this. Stop betting on that. I bet they don't. I bet divine sends them in a completely different direction than you. Your soulmate's already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Be careful what you're putting your thoughts upon. If you don't see an escape, and you're like, how can I escape? It means that you're trapped. You're not trapped, you're free. And under divine protection. Okay. One more. A joint one. Okay. Let's have a look. The 5 of Chalices. Well, it looks like the divine masculine's like left. And he's coming to the divine feminine. And this is the kind of like, hold your horses. What's the deal? She needs to know what the deal is. Especially when it comes to this soulmate. And how this soulmate influences you and affects you. It's like the flame has been thrown into the water. It's quite a nice little pink feeling coming from this water, and there is a face that's reflected in the water. I don't know where that will be reflected from, but I want to say are all old flames, not dead and buried. Burning ships. If you burn the ship, then there's no going back, is there? That's what it felt like. Have you let go of the old person? Got flowers. Let's get another one. 5 of Chalices. That's emotional loss, feeling the loss, wanting, leaving the 3 of Cups. You can't move on until you've dealt with those 3 cups that are knocked over. And you turn around, you start again, you leave them in the past. And you move towards the 2 of Cups. The will. Okay. You need to be certain, divine masculine, on your choice. The divine feminine does not. She's your first choice. That's it. You have to be sure of that. That she's the one that you choose, no other. Who do you hold high up there on that pedestal? She'll see through any deception. She'll know if you're lying. But you won't be able to get close to her, so maybe hence all the hiccups. Once you know Divine Masculine, you'll have a clear route, a clear way forward. No blockages. 7 of Pentacles. Okay, it's time for harvest. It's time for the harvest. It's time for you to reap your rewards. There's no major attachment here. You actually want to be together. There's no cords keeping you bound. Why is the feminine still looking like that though? Because she wasn't the first choice. Okay, let's look at the Lover's Oracle. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. And that's your own doing, Divine Masculine. If your Divine Feminine chose you and you did not choose her, you didn't make her your number one. There's resistance here from the Divine Feminine. You created unnecessary stress, so we'll have a little look into it. But it says go with the flow, you will be surprised where it leads. So you definitely need to go in on the friendship card, Divine Masculine. You need to nurture that bond first. You need to be sure for one. So go in on the friendship card. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. Balance. Yeah, I feel you've got to balance this out, Divine Masculine. The Divine Feminine, she's not sure, really, that you're not going to do a disappearing act and choose someone else again over her. You created that. You created that illusion. But life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. So if that's not the case, then maybe you need to state your case. Stake your claim. Stake your claim. Never let her go again. Okay, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow and you will be surprised where it leads. And we've got balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. And this divine connection does that. It supports, but it also challenges you both. Soul deep. Yin yang. I felt there we were yin yang in it. Like I said, I've been saying all the way home. Okay, some balance needs to be brought in here, Divine Masculine. It does feel like it's on your part. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. 3 of Swords, there's heartbreak. You need to make up some time. You need to make up for some time that you've lost. Maybe you don't know where you've been. You've just been in the void. It's best to be honest with the Divine Feminine. It's best to say, I don't know what happened. 3 of Swords, it's about repairing a broken heart. Who's this in the background? It's like, can the Divine Feminine really relax in your presence if you're, you know, going to be leaving? Looks like something's blocking the door here. I'm not sure your Divine Feminine would like let you leave. She might stake you as her claim, okay? She might claim you. So be sure, Divine Masculine. 3 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, heart's going again. Like real palpitations. Oh, itching. irritated. I'm going to take this one because they're not going into like a love heart easily. Look at this reflection here. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Do what you need to do, Divine Masculine. Okay. Journey of love. Yeah, that's fine. Like she needs your healing hand, your healing touch. I saw the card that's ethereal touch or ethereal light. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if that's how you say it, but hey. Let's not worry about the terminology and all that malarkey. Okay, let's just get a message from the journey of love. You're shifting universes. It's that yin yang coming together. Okay. Card number 7. You are blessed with an opportunity to change gears, to change your life, to jump on the fast train. You are invited to fling yourself off the repetitive treadmill way of life and into a dance through nature, to be utterly confused and delighted, to accept the way of divine trust, even with its chaos, the instability that precedes all genuine creativity. So here it is, your get out of jail free card, your opportunity to make a mess and find what you didn't know you were looking for. You are being nudged. If you wish, let yourself go down that strange path opening up before you without knowing what it is, even as you take your next step. Your universe is shifting, and stranger, more beautiful worlds beckon. Okay. Your universe is shifting, and stranger, more beautiful worlds beckon. Why not go where you haven't been before? You'll find yourself there and realise you are more than what you once thought you were. This oracle has a message for you. If you are thinking of changing jobs, location, houses, or attitudes, trying something new, especially if it's unusual for you, then the universe is supporting you. Now it's the time to accept what you didn't expect. The dream. Okay. The taste and touch of you within. Thoughts linger on a sweet caress. You come to me, no sounds distract the night's embrace of innocence. The artist's brush across my lips, the palette rich in colours deep, to flow where feelings now renewed and blend as one in breath and hue. Entwined our bodies bathe in love and weep with longing's slow release. Emotion's song and soft refrain awaken dreams that never cease. I'm going to have to end on a Rumi. My candle's gone out. Things you notice when your flame goes out. Okay, Rumi, you are going to finish off. Let's do it. I'll ooze the star of Venus, card number 26. Let's see if I can read this. You need some light. Camera. Action. I am the pure light, my son. I am not a handful of worthless dust. I am not just an empty shell. I am a regal pearl formed in this world. Close your eyes to see and become aware of me. Perceive me with eyes that see the unseen. Come into the mystery to find me. I am your carefree visitor, here for you. Rumi. My beautiful one, born of pure radiance, you have love in your heart and a passion for play that cannot be dulled by bleakness, boredom, or fear. Your soul is sensual and dances with life with utter abandonment and devotion. Though the ways of this world seem strange to you at times, you eventually declare it to be nothing but strange beauty, and expand your heart, resisting nothing, to allow all to be bathed in the radiance of your being. You are here to share the light of another world, a blessed world of consciousness pure and divinity so absolute that it transcends duality and instead brings all into the oneness of the greatest love. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. Okay. The star of Venus is a great androgyne, neither solely masculine nor feminine, but an integration of both. The power it bestows is mighty and based utterly in love. When this star seeks us out, multiple blessings are bestowed, and our spiritual growth can be accelerated in ways that may be quite dazzling and surprising to our more limited mindset and belief systems. With great blessings, great growth is possible. However, the blessings don't do the growth for us, making it magically happen. They give us the oomph we need, the power, and the opportunities and assistance we need, yet it is still we who take the journey. The great spiritual journey for old souls at this time in Earth's history is the journey from duality into oneness. Many are signing up for that wild, loving adventure. This oracle has come to you as a reminder that you too have been granted a ticket for that journey. This journey of oneness is not about denying duality, but about experiencing it as an expression of one love. It is about no longer being enslaved by it. It is about avoiding what is not wanted in order to pursue what is wanted. It is about embracing the all, of finding the freedom and joy originally sought, but now through a path that takes you into joy and freedom existing within. To take this great transformation from man or woman into cosmic androgyne does not require that we lose our sense of femininity or masculinity. Rather, they become so superior in development that they cease to be distinguished from each other. Our masculine clarity, with its discernment, practicality and application, becomes so tender, loving, compassionate and tempered with grace that the feminine is integrated with it. Our feminine nurturance, dedication and connection to life become so fierce that discernment and wise action naturally prevail. With this great androgynous integration of the masculine and feminine into oneness, men and women of this beautiful earth become capable of a new consciousness. It is of one based in love, of service to life, of letting go of judgment, stereotypes and limited belief systems, and of opening up to compassion for all life. As the consciousness is anchored, spiritual growth becomes rapid. This is not necessarily without some bumps and bruises. Letting go of old notions of what it is to be a man or a woman, to be masculine or feminine. Letting go of fear of women or men, of emasculation or victimization. Letting go of wounding are all great steps forward. They promise liberation, empowerment and compassion, as well as peace and happiness, yet they are not easy steps to take. Great resistance can be evoked within you as an individual and also within the culture around you, which might find your notion of personal spiritual empowerment confronting and challenging to their culture of fear-based enslavement of their soul. They will be right about it being confronting, but mistaken in assuming that confrontation is something best resisted. So then what to do? That's what we wanted to know, really. How do you do this? Well, Al-Uzza, the ancient shining one, also known as the Star of Venus, holds much power and strength. Even a small blessing of her light is more powerful than the fear of thousands, if not millions, of people. She is known as a worthy ally in battle of any kind, even spiritual battle. You must, however, stay aligned with her way, which is not to fight fear with fear, hate with hate, or anger with anger. That's what you have to that's your commitment, Divine Masculine. Your Divine Feminine is so powerful. She holds so much power and strength, even a small blessing of her light is more powerful than the fear of thousands, if not millions of people. She is known as a worthy ally in battle of any kind, even spiritual battle. You must, however, stay aligned with her way, which is not to fight fear with fear, hate with hate, or anger with anger. Does this mean you should not feel fear, hate, or anger? Of course not. Venus denies no experience, so let yourself feel whatever you feel. The guidance is not to stop being human. Take the next step into the divine human, into allowing the star blessing to nestle in your heart so you can shift as you feel the feelings, holding them with compassion, then choosing your own truths that resonate at a far more refined vibration. The rebellious passion of the Star of Venus is that she seeks out whomever is ready to know more fully the truth of divine oneness. Whether the culture around them can acknowledge one of their own becoming more enlightened as a blessing or not, it is a divine gift nevertheless. How liberating it shall feel to be truly empowered to live life as you feel is truthful, and to feel completely empowered to allow others to do the same, with joy in your heart. You understand that everyone is walking an unfolding path, and that we don't have to understand or justify the path of another to feel peace in our own hearts. If you are stumbling with judgment within yourself, do not fear. The blessing of Venus is coming to you to help you surrender it, to help you find your way through so that you can be free now. Your guidance then is to trust your path, trust your evolution, even in the face of those around you reacting to it, possibly in fear or discomfort. Trust in the paths of others too, for in truth there is one path, and we are all on it. You do not have to convince anyone of anything. That is not your job. Your job is to embrace your wisdom, embrace your freedom and empowerment to grow spiritually and live your life accordingly. You are becoming, through a bestowal of grace, something more of a goddess and a god, of a human and a sacred animal, integrated as one. This is sacred alchemy, amplified in the star fires of Venus, who loves you as a brother-sister and honours your soul with her blessing. Shine true, beloved. Shine bright. Wow. So I felt there the Divine Feminine, she's not coming on strong. She's not saying like about being a divine lover. She's saying, I'm your divine sister. I'm here for you. I'm your assistant. In your transportation, the Divine Feminine is your assistant in this. She will get you, you've got the ticket, she'll get you to the ride. Okay, I'm going to go. Guys, have yourself a great day. Interesting story that came out. Okay, much love. Take care. Bye for now.